Hello, everybody, and good morning. My name is Katie Austin, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys subscribe right here for all of my healthy hacks. Today's video is going to be how to become a morning person. It is a gradual process. If you're watching this video and you're like, it's never gonna be me, I'm never gonna wake up at 6 a.m. and love my mornings. I wanna say it is possible, but be patient, because I remember when I was younger, I think like my mornings started literally like 9:30. And now they start around like 6:30. I love waking up earlier. I love my morning time. I feel very productive in the morning. And I think how you start your day sets the entire tone for your day and your week. Having a good morning can make or break your day, truly. And it's all about routine. Staying in that same morning routine when you're home is really key to both your mental health and your physical health. So we're gonna get into how to become a morning person and how to make the most out of your mornings, what I like to do in the morning to really be my best self. So let's get to the video. First up, if you're watching this video and you wanna know where this mug is from, it's actually Miranda Kerr's line. And this mug just makes me happy. So that's tip number one, is doing things and finding little things in your mornings that make you happy. This mug and coffee makes me excited in the morning. So Miranda Kerr, thank you for this. To start your morning, let's actually start with the night before. We all know that a great night's sleep is really important. Getting that 8 hours. I'm actually the type of girl that like literally sleeps like 8.5, 9 hours because I desperately need it. I have so much stimulation. Speaking of stimulation, making sure you're turning off your social media and the technology at least like 30 minutes before. I would say an hour. An hour is pretty tough because I do love to like scroll on TikTok for absolute hours before bed. So make sure you're turning it off, because when you are in a dark room and you're looking at a bright screen, it can really mess up your sleep time and your sleep schedule. So making sure if you are and you have to look at a screen at night, keep the lights in your room a little bit dim. It's actually a lot better to keep your lights a little bit dim if you're looking at the TV or your screen for a little bit, not super dark and then looking at something really bright, because that does really affect your sleep. Then when you wake up in the morning, this is important. Having an alarm that doesn't stress you out. Let me just show you the difference. No. Horrific. Better. See how much nicer that would be to wake up to than a beating alarm right when you wake up and open those eyes? I just want you to wake up with peacefulness, with calmness. So making sure you're setting your alarm to something that is setting the tone as you open your eyes. Then, right when you wake up, actually one of my best friends, Kristen Harper, she taught me this trick where basically you don't wanna like sit in bed for too long, right? You don't wanna like snooze your alarm a lot. I think snoozing your alarm, can actually have the opposite effect. Get those like 5-10 more minutes. It's not about 5-10 more minutes of sleep. That's not gonna make a difference. You already completed your REM cycle. So you want to make sure that you wake up within, and like when I say wake up, like get out of bed within 3 minutes of opening your eyes. And so you're not sitting on your phone, you're not scrolling. And what Kristen does, she taught me what she does. She just all of a sudden pops up. She uses like her like morning energy and she just does a little jump. She jumps out of bed every single morning. And I've started to do that and it really works. You just literally add a hop outside of bed and it kind of just like gets your like body woken up a little bit, like, whew, okay, we're doing this. Then I splash my face with really cold water and I make sure like it's really cold. And sometimes I know it's way better to like wash your face in the morning with hot water. Splash your face with that cold water to really wake up and just get all the energy to you. Then what I love to do is taking time for myself. This is really important. Before anything else, before the day starts, if you guys can stay off the internet and stay off your emails and social media for like the first 30 minutes of your day, it's really, really important. It's really good for your mental health. I know it's really, really hard, but if you take those first 30 minutes right when you wake up to yourself, it can set the tone for the whole day in the best way possible. What I love to do is 5 minutes of meditation, or you guys can try the new beginner meditation that my sister is teaching right there. It's a great way to start your morning and making sure you're going into your day with a grateful and positive attitude. You can journal. I think journaling is a great way to set the tone. And when I say journal, you can either journal how you're feeling in that exact moment, because sometimes when you're anxious and when we're stressed, especially if you have something important coming up that day, you're nervous for a test, you're nervous about something in your job or maybe a date later that night. Once we write it out, we realize how much more in our heads we're making it, how much more we're overthinking about it. So when you write out your thoughts, it actually can really de-stress you. In my journal, I also like to put everything that I have to do that day. And when I say everything that I have to do that day, I mean in 30-minute increments or an hour increment. If I literally have a conference call at 8 and then a workout at 9 and then I'm making breakfast at 9:30, I want your to-do list to be very, very well organized. That will keep you productive for the entire day. Time blocking those schedules, even if you have 30 minutes and you're like, okay, I have 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. free. What are you doing in those 30 minutes? Those 30 minutes can really add up throughout your day, even 5 minutes here and there. And so making sure as you set your to-do list, you see when you have free time. And then you think to yourself, how am I gonna spend that free time? Am I gonna waste my time on social media or can I do something to better myself? Which is really great. And then this also can be done fully in your head as well, is visualize. I learned this trick actually in college when my lacrosse coach, I would get so anxious. What really helped me though, is I would always be like, okay, what if I throw that pass though and someone intercepts it? And I would think like negatively like that. And my coach said to me, Katie, if you picture yourself, instead of doing something bad, picture yourself scoring a goal. Picture yourself that pass going through and you make that winning assist. Picture yourself getting that ground ball. Why are you picturing yourself doing the opposite and getting intercepted? Why are you picturing yourself getting stuffed by the goalie? Once you visualize and you write down those things that you want and you know will come to you that day, if you keep a positive attitude, that can switch your entire mindset, I promise you. For example, I visualize I'm gonna go into that meeting with so much confidence. I visualize I'm gonna close this brand deal. I visualize I'm gonna get a call today from someone really important. I visualize the date tonight is gonna go so well and talk about what you're gonna, what you're gonna say on the date and make sure it's like all in positive, good light. That way, again, you're setting the tone in an amazing way for your day. And yes, coffee does help me get out of the bed in the morning. Before you drink your coffee, you must drink water. And let me tell you a very important tip that I actually just learned from Andrew Huberman. He is one of my all-time favorites right now. He has a podcast. It's like very, very informational. Basically, when you first wake up in the morning, and you have your coffee within that first 30 minutes, which a lot of us do if we drink coffee because we need it to go to work or work out or anything like that and jumpstart our day, you're actually hurting your night's sleep and you're hurting your real capable ability to get through your morning without caffeine. So your body relies on caffeine. If you guys still want to drink coffee though, make sure you're waiting at least 60 to 90 minutes before that first cup. That way your body can regulate and still be a normal human and learn how to live without caffeine for those days that you're not drinking as much caffeine. Also, it does affect your sleep. So waiting almost 2 hours, an hour and a half before you have that first cup, you'll get a better night's sleep. I've been doing it lately. Yes, it's really hard, but it really helps. We're sleeping for 8 hours, right? Think about how much time 8 hours is. If you're going in the middle of your day and you don't have a sip of water, how dehydrated do you feel? So dehydrated. So if you wake up and you haven't had water in 8-9 hours and then you're sipping coffee, you're dehydrating yourself even more. That first 30 minutes, you must hydrate. So making sure you're getting a glass of water in as soon as you wake up in the morning. Next up, movement. Movement is key. You guys already know I was gonna say that. Movement's so important in the morning because again, just like I was saying, how we're sleeping for 8 hours, we're not getting water, we're also not moving for 8 hours, AKA we need some circulation in our body. Also, getting your body moving creates a lot of energy and makes you feel more productive. So if you guys don't wanna do like a crazy, intense hour-long HIIT workout in the morning, I get it. You feel groggy, you haven't had your coffee yet. Just start with like some yoga, some Pilates, with something like a morning routine, a wake-up flow, to just making sure you're getting that blood flow, you're getting the circulation. That way, you just feel so much better. You're getting the oxygen to your lungs, you're breathing, and you're moving the body. I get the question a lot of when is the best time to work out. The overarching answer to that is that any time's a good time to work out for your schedule. And everyone has a different schedule, so what works for me, not work for you, vice versa. That's my real answer there. But I will also say that my best time to work out is always in the morning. I don't know about you guys, but when it hits 5 p.m., I just start procrastinating more. I lose a lot of energy. And plus, I like to work out in the morning, again, to set that tone of productivity, positivity, and confidence right when I wake up. I feel so much more confident and accomplished when I finish that morning workout before 8 a.m. Plus, when I'm working out in the morning, I am on a little bit more of a time crunch, so there's less time to be procrastinating, if you know what I mean. Like if I wake up at 6:30 and I have to be ready to go out the door by 8, I know that I have to get my workout done. I can't procrastinate even 20 minutes. Right when you wake up, after you did all those things, like you journaled, maybe you meditated, you sipped on your water. I want you guys to start your workout right away. Don't even sit on your phone, no time to think about it. The more time you think about your workout, the less time you are going to actually spend getting to do that workout. Just like you're scheduling, a conference meeting, a Zoom meeting, whatever you guys have, schedule your workout in and know what you're doing before you go to bed. That way you're not even thinking about it. That way it's mindless. Not to do a shameless plug here, but the Katie Austin app has 180 at-home workout classes, and you guys can schedule it right there in the app, and it'll set you a time, just like you're going to a regular workout class, but in home. And all my workouts are literally 40 minutes or less, so you guys can make sure you're being efficient in the morning. I know sometimes it can be really dark out or cloudy or rainy day or anything like that, or if you're waking up like 4 a.m., there's no sunlight out. Opening up your curtains and your shades right away when you wake up is really important to get that sunlight in to your eyes especially, because sunlight is really good for you right when you wake up. It sets off those really good hormones and serotonin for you to just like have a boost of energy in the morning. Speaking of nutrients in your body, I want you guys to make sure you're eating a good breakfast. I know there's so many things out there right now of intermittent fasting, and if intermittent fasting is good for you, then do it. But here's the thing. I need breakfast within an hour of waking up, or I lose so much energy. Plus, when I eat a bigger breakfast, I swear for some weird reason, I'm just not as hungry at night and I don't eat a lot of dessert. That's just listening to my body. That's just intuitively eating that I've noticed about eating a bigger breakfast. So for me, I love to eat, eggs and avocado for healthy fat. I have a piece of sourdough toast probably 6 days a week. Truly, I love sourdough toast. I really don't think it's bad for you at all. I use a lot of butter as well. I think sometimes, we get so caught up in like bread and butter in the morning. It's not like the first thing you want. There's so many nutritionists out there that's like, it's not the first thing that you put in your body in the morning because that way like carbohydrates in your body and the glucose, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Live your damn life. I eat a piece of toast every morning. I think it's really good for me and my energy levels. Do you, do whatever feels right, intuitively eat. And so I eat a big breakfast every single morning, and it just helps me feel fueled throughout the entire day. Basically, those are all some personal tips to me and just some random advice about my mornings. But I think the key takeaway of this video is making sure that you guys are having a routine in your mornings. I want you guys to create a 30-minute plan of your mornings every single day that rings true to you and yourself. Whether that's creating a mantra for yourself, where you look in the mirror and you say something every day to yourself. For me, I have a mantra that's you are greater than your thoughts, because I'm an overthinker and I think a lot about a lot of things and it makes me really anxious. So having a mantra in the morning, whatever rings true to you, I want you guys to do to set the tone throughout the day. Routine is the most important thing, you guys. Seriously, routine is amazing for your mental health, your physical health, and your overall well-being of productivity as well. It makes you efficient, and to be honest, sometimes there's not enough hours in the day, so waking up early really, really does help to make sure you're getting everything done. So find that routine. I hope all of these tips really helped you guys. Again, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you guys become a morning person because it's really fun. I promise. I really promise it is. That's it. I love you guys. Bye, y'all.